Hey guys, it's me, Ego here. Hi. Hello. Today I brought with me some foundations that has a lot of different shades. In Korea, even if it's a variety of shades, most of them only go up to number 25. From number 27 is really hard to find, and if it does exist, there are very few. However, the foundations I brought today consist of a total of 35 shades, so please stay tuned for today's video. Dear Dahlia Skin Paradise Sheer Silk Foundation, available in a total of 35 different shades. Dear Dahlia, Korea's first 100% vegan beauty brand, is said to contain certified organic ingredients. This foundation comes in a pump-type dispenser, so it's convenient to use. Due to the nature of the lightly adherent formulation, an oil layer may appear, so it's recommended to be shaken sufficiently before use. When you squeeze the foundation on the back of your hand, you can see that it has a silky light texture that is light and flexible. It has a moist but tacky application, so even if you apply with just your fingers, it seems to have a pretty good adhesion. Since it has a liquid formula with soft focused mineral powder, it's said to adhere thinly and softly to smoothly cover skin imperfections, providing a comfortable feeling of breathability for a long time and a luxurious finish with smooth skin texture. It's thin, light, and seems to have a high adhesion, so I personally like how it applies on. Since it contains 3 types of oils, I thought it'd be slippery and don't have good adhesion, but I like how it's more moist and tacky than expected. But what I find it to be a bit disappointing was that there seems to be a bit of dead skin standing out. So if you don't take good care in managing your dead skin, there may be dead skin standing out on the side of your nose or cheek area. Also, since it applies on thinly and lightly, I thought the coverage would be very low, but it seemed to have more coverage than expected. In the case of very large purulent acne, it does not provide a perfect cover, but I'm personally satisfied with the coverage as it can cover small troubles, scars, and blemishes. I also did a test to see how much it was smeared. Being that this foundation is moist, I expected a lot of smearing, but it was actually less than expected. It pretty much only seemed to smear when something is physically pressed and move across it. The mask marks weren't too bad either. Since this contains oil, my oily dehydrated skin seemed to have gotten quite oily, but as it's currently not hot in Korea, it didn't seem as oily as I expected it would get. As time passed, the texture of the skin itself seemed to be expressed very beautifully, but on the flip side, the foundation felt as if it had disappeared, which I find it to be a bit disappointing. But it didn't feel like the base was blotchy as it disappeared. Since it was the same shade as my skin, it felt more even than expected. In the case of touch-up, I say that it feels a bit more crumbly than when I first applied. It felt like it's better to do a full touch-up rather than a partial touch-up. It's said that you can choose a custom shade according to your personal color with 35 color spectrums designed with type brightness. The range of shades from fair, light, medium, tan, and deep is really wide, so I think it's great that you can choose according to your skin shade. I wondered if it'd also be waterproof, so I sprayed some water from a spray bottle, and from seeing the water droplets spreading out without condensing, it doesn't seem to be waterproof. Like this, I talked about Dear Dahlia Skin Paradise Sheer Silk Foundation. Since there are so many shades and there are so many dark colors, I'll apply the shades which are similar to my skin on the half of my face to show you the color development, and I'll apply all the shades of the 2 dark T and D line on my face all at once. First of all, before I show you the swatch, I'll give you a brief explanation of how to choose a shade easily. Dear Dahlia's foundation is divided into F, L, M, T, D at the front, and N, C, W at the second. The first is divided into fair, light, medium, tan, and deep, and the second is divided into neutral, cool, and warm. With this in mind, it'll be more convenient to see the swatch. FN1. This is said to be a very light neutral ivory shade. FN2. This is said to be a light neutral ivory shade. FC2. This is said to be an ivory beige shade with a pink tone. FW3. This is said to be very bright yellow tone pear shade. FN3. This is said to be a very light neutral pear shade. FN4. This is said to be a neutral pear beige shade. FW4. This is said to be a yellow toned pear beige shade. LN1. This is said to be a neutral tone olive beige shade. LC2. This is said to be a cool tone light skin tone peach beige shade. LN2. This is said to be a light beige shade with a neutral tone. LC3. This is said to be a light beige shade with a pink tone. LW3. This is said to be a light medium beige shade with a yellow tone. LN3. This is said to be a neutral tone light golden beige shade. LC4. This is said to be a cool-toned rosy beige shade. MW1. This is said to be a warm tone medium olive beige shade. MW2. This is said to be a warm tone medium golden beige shade. MC1. This is said to be a cool-toned medium olive rosy beige shade. MC2. This is said to be a cool-toned medium rosy beige shade. MN3. This is said to be a neutral tone golden beige shade. MW3. This is said to be a deep beige shade with a yellow tone. MW4. This is said to be a yellow-toned red beige shade. TW1. This is said to be a yellow-toned tan beige shade. TN2. This is said to be a neutral-toned tan beige shade. TC2. This is said to be a cool-toned reddish tan beige shade. TN3. This is said to be a neutral-toned tan shade. TC3. This is said to be a cool-toned rosy tan shade. TW3. This is said to be a medium tan shade with yellow tones. TC4. This is said to be a dark golden tan shade with a red tone. DW1. This is said to be a yellow-toned brown shade. DN1. This is said to be a neutral tone brown shade. DC2. This is said to be a red-toned brown shade. DC3. This is said to be a deep brown shade with a red tone. DN3. This is said to be a neutral tone deep brown shade. DC4. This is said to be a dark rich brown shade with red tone. DN4. This is said to be a dark rich brown shade with a neutral tone. Like this, I showed you all the shades of Dear Dahlia Skin Paradise Sheer Silk Foundation. Since the range of shade is so wide and varied, I've been thinking a lot how to make a video that'll help you when choosing a shade. I hope this video will help you in choosing which shade is right for your skin tone. So my video is still here. Thank you for watching my video today. Don't forget to subscribe, press the like buttons, and please leave some comments for me. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye!